I've just been to the loo. Yeah. Now I'm gonna show you how to make kitty kicks. Our brand new superheroine. Now, Kitty Kicks is really cute and she kicks really well. Okay, this is what you're gonna need. A toilet roll! Surprise! Toilet roll. And a little piece of quite stiff paper. A little piece of rubber tack. Some paints. Brushes. And what else? Pencil. And a paper cutter. Okay, let's get started. We start with the toilet roll, folding in the top bit like this. You squeeze here, you squeeze here with your thumbs so that the top bits meet. So do it nice and slowly so that you get a nice curve here. So we keep on sort of molding the cardboard with our fingertips like this. Oh yeah, meeting quite nicely in the middle there. Squeeze the tips here a bit. Keep on fine-tuning it, adjusting it. Take as long time as you like to make sure that there's a nice curve here and a nice curve here. That should be good enough. Then we add the glue. So you add a generous bit of glue and then smear it on with your fingers, or your fingertip rather, and then smear a bit on the tip, because then the cardboard gets stronger. So the cardboard will absorb the glue and become stronger when it dries, of course. You see, now the glue has sort of evened out the little cracks here, you see, making the whole shape a bit more smooth and even. There, now that's a nice one. Okay, now when it's dry, it looks something like this, because the glue will dry transparent, you see. It doesn't have that milky color like when it's dry. So there is a dry one, so we put this one away. Then we are ready to open up the mouth. We use a ruler and we measure 2 cm down from the bottom of the curve. Now notice that this is an even surface, and here there is a little cardboard line going through. So if you have a choice, don't pick this one because that can disturb the face. Pick this one. Okay, 2 cm down. And then I draw a line as straight as I can, about this wide, and then I measure. It's supposed to be 3 cm for a perfect mouth. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, it's perfect. Okay, so now I cut. But this is where you need to be really careful. And you can put it down like this if you like. And keep your fingers away from, well, preferably hold like this so that you keep your fingers away from where you are cutting. Nice and slowly, and don't try to cut all the way through right away. Cut several times. So 1 time, 2 times, and on the 3rd time it usually goes through. See, when you do that 3 times, you control your cutting and you don't overcut and you don't cut your fingers. So there, that's a nice 3 cm cut there. Okay, now we push. Open the mouth like this, and then you can control how far down the mouth goes by putting your finger in there and then going like this with the other finger. So you can make your mouth bigger, further down, or higher up. It's up to you. Then I squeeze a bit on the sides as well. Perfect. Now we are ready to paint. We start with the white paint, using a sort of a medium small brush, and I'm painting around the mouth area. So this is kind of the face and the mouth that I'm painting white. So about this high, around the mouth. Now take your time and be patient when you paint. And usually you need 2 coats. So you dry one and then you paint exactly the same one more time. Usually 2 coats to make sure that it covers really well. Okay, then I'll bring in the next color, and that is a light pink. And a medium-sized brush like this. Now, this needs to dry first, so I'm going to leave it for a few seconds and wait for it to dry. Yes, it's all dry. Now, dip it in the pink, and then we shape a sort of a nice strawberry-like shape around the mouth. So a bit pointier down here, going up like this, and then across the top. So a bit wider on the top and a bit pointier down below. Now that's just about the right shape for the face. Slightly strawberry shaped. And once you have the shape right, you can paint the rest of the body as fast as you like. And then of course you can go in and fine-tune the face shape later if you need to. When you get to the top, add quite a lot of paint, because the paint helps to even out the little cracks. So if you didn't manage to do a perfect job on the gluing, you can try to do an even better job on the painting. So even out the cracks, and a nice thick layer of paint gives a nice sort of glossy look as well. So that's really nice. Now over here I have a finished painted one. Can you see that? Nice strawberry shape. And this is painted. Can you see how even it is? This color and this color is really nice and even, because I've dried it and painted it twice. Now I'm going to put this one away so that we can continue painting on the dry one. Okay, let's clear away the pink and move in the other pink. Now this pink is stronger and brighter. There, in fact, not so much. I took a bit too much there. You need paint really just on the tip. If you put on too much, it gets messy, you see. So put paint on the tip, and then we paint the inside of the mouth. Make sure you go all the way up here into the mouth, and then cover the edge of the cardboard as well, like this. And then the lips. Nice and careful. Notice that I'm supporting my hand and the toilet roll onto the table, and I'm also supporting my other hand like this, so that I can control my movement really well and make a perfect lip shape. There. Now I'm gonna swap in this one that is dry, and let's continue, because now we will put in details such as the little heart shape on the chest. You need quite a small brush, obviously, and then 1/2, 1/2. There, a nice heart shape. Then I continue with this color, a dark purple, or a dark sort of purpley red or purpley pink. And I paint the inside of the mouth, because if you look into somebody's mouth, it's darker in there than the rest of it. So that's why I made it dark. So careful now, so that I don't spoil the lips. Go around the lips like this, and then I turn our superhero a little bit as I paint. It's easier to turn what you're painting than your own body, you see. So So as I paint, I keep on turning the thing to make it easier to get it right. There. Now we put this over here to dry, and then we're gonna make the mask. For that we need a pencil, and we need to draw out the mask shape. Quite small, and it's shaped like this. There. Now, then we need to test to see if it's the right size. So let's see here now. Looks a bit big to me, so I'm gonna adjust them a bit, making them a little bit smaller. Try again. Yeah, I think that'll be quite right. Okay, then there is the inside of the mask as well. Now, you've got two choices. You can cut it out and then paint it, or paint it and then cut it out. This time I think I'm going to paint it first, because, you know, holding on to this tiny little thing while painting can be quite a bother. So I'm gonna paint first and then cut. Now, in order for the paper to take the paint, it needs to be quite thick. So don't use that really thin paper, or else you're gonna have problems painting. Now, of course, if you cut your mask in a colored paper, then you may not need to paint. It depends. It depends what kind of look you like. Now, this is real precision work, so you need a small brush and a steady hand. There. Now it needs to dry. Right, all dry and ready to cut. Now, when I cut away from my fingers. Can you see that? I'm holding my fingers up here, and then I'm cutting this way to make sure I don't cut myself. So if I slip, whoa, see, then I don't cut my fingers. Okay, so I turn the mask a bit. Now, you could use a scissors too, but I frankly think it's better to use a knife for this job. Because let's say cutting with the scissors inside here is quite difficult. Then it's actually easier with a knife. There. Remove this bit. There. Done. Now, if you have little bits that you need to touch up, just do that. A little touch up here. Okay, done. Little one there. Okay, done. Now I bring Kitty Kicks back in, and we need to paint on the eyes. I realized that I should have done that earlier when I painted the heart, but I forgot. Well, that's life. So now we got to paint on the eyes. Support your hand, be really steady, and paint the eyes on. They're just small little dots like this. Now, these tiny little dotty eyes make her look really, really cute and adorable. Unfortunately, she has quite poor eyesight, but when she put on her mask, which looks a bit like spectacles, can you see that? A bit like spectacles. She get X-ray vision and can see all kinds of dangers. Okay, now, dry eyes, dry. Now the eyes are dry, and we bring in the rubber tack, nipping off a tiny little piece, stick it at the back of the X-ray spectacles mask, and stick it on right in front of her eyes, adjusting it a bit. Ooh, yes. Perfect. Now let's compare to my original. Now we got two Kitty Kicks. Kick, yeah, kick. And then they're not going to kick each other, of course. They're going to fight the villains. Are you ready? Okay, girls. Kitty Kicks. Kick out. Kick out. Kick out. X-ray.
Go ahead, don't kick me.